Okie dokie, let's go ahead and we're going to show you how to access your calendar and Outlook. So again, you guys should already be familiar with entering Outlook. If not, go back to the video on how to access your email. So we are in the web application. This is Chrome. We're going to go down. This is our inbox here. If you look down here, if I hover over it, the mouse is in the way, but the pointer's in the way. But if it says mail here, calendar, people, and then tasks. So right now I'm going to cover the calendar. So if you want to cover the calendar, you go to calendar. And this is how I want you guys to use the calendar to like if you want to schedule an appointment for office hours, or you want to schedule a group activity, and you guys can schedule that with each other, and it will be good to use Outlook for that. So here you have the calendar. If you notice, if I select it, it will pop up certain days. It's got these little icons here showing the moon and the clouds, and then cloud and rain. It's a nice little feature. It shows that for the week. But anyways, you can see that the current date would be highlighted, a little bit darker text here. And it shows actually AUG for August, and then the 19th. The other ones just show the numbers. You can see that they're kind of grayed out, the ones that are before the 19th. The ones that are coming up are white. And then it appears whatever you select turns this kind of light blue color. So I wonder if that happens here. Yep, happens over here too. So whichever day you select. So today's the 19th. Let's say we wanted to schedule a meeting for tomorrow. We could, oh, you know what? Let me go up here first. I want to show you guys just to navigate around. We have the month up here. We can just choose the day. So we can change our views. We can just look at the school week. We can look at the whole week, or we can look at the month. Okay, so, and you can print it and that kind of stuff. It has a new Outlook. If you select it, I don't want to do that right now, but let's just say leave it on the new Outlook. Oh, no, I guess it's not. Okay, let me see. So let's see. Oh, there you go. New Outlook. So this is a new Outlook. It's a nicer look, cleaner look. Forwarding's turned on. Nice. So let's go down here to calendar. Sorry about that. Remember, I don't edit my videos. So I'm gonna go through it. So anyways, a little bit nicer icons, kind of more modern look. Alright, let me close this. I guess this is the same. You can go day, work, week, month, and then just today. Oh no, doesn't have today. Okay, month. Alright, and then from here, again, you can see the bar is a blue bar above the current date. Now in this new look, it doesn't show the AUG for August, but you can see what month you're in here. You can click this down arrow to see the months. You can go back and forth on the years. So if you wanted to schedule something in 2020, you could do that, clicking there. However, let's go ahead and stick to August. You can go forward to September. You can go backwards to the month before using these two arrows. So let's get back to August. And now what you're going to do is, let's say for tomorrow we wanted to schedule an appointment. So we'll click on, we'll double click it, and then it opens up a separate dialog menu. It's kind of hard to see in here. I can separate the window if I want to, clicking here, and then it opens it up in a different window. Or I can just leave it attached how it was before. Either way, doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and leave it attached. We'll double click here again, and then here it is. We'll add it. So we'll add a title for the event. So let's say that title is going to be meet for group activity. Okay, and then we're going to add a location. So I say, oh, let's meet in room. Outlook wants to know your location, block or allow. I always say block. I just don't like them to know my location. But if we say room 801, and we can just leave Imperial Valley College. You can also include an address if you want. So you can also see that it has search Bing, add a room, things like that. So, or you know what, let's do it that way. Let's say add a room, let's say Imperial Valley College. And then that way it'll give us an address, and then it will say add a room, available rooms, all rooms. So we don't really have a room available, but we can still add in room 801. Okay, then just click somewhere out here. I call this white space. So you can just click out here in this white space, and it'll deselect whatever you're doing, or whatever you have selected, sorry. So start date, so we already have Tuesday 8/20. If we want to change that, we can change it here. So you may say, oh no, I want it to be on the 21st. And then here, we're gonna say, it says already this check marks all day event, but if I don't want it to be an all day event, I want to do a specific time, I uncheck that box, and then now I'm allowed to edit the time. So I'll go ahead and say, well, we're meeting at 2:40. So there's no 2:40 here, but it's okay. I just say 2:30, and then I can always click in here, backspace it, and then click 40 or the 4, and then I'll click the white space out here, and then ends on the same date, 8/21/2019, Wednesday, and at 3:10. But no, I want it to end actually at 4:05. So I'll click in here, backspace, click 5, and that's 4:05 p.m. So we're going to meet 2:40 to 4:05 p.m. I can choose to repeat this. So maybe I say, you know what, I want to repeat every Wednesday. And then I can say calendar, save to calendar, and then has the date here. And reminder, I can put a reminder. So I say maybe a reminder 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. A lot of times people use 15 minutes, but it's really a matter of preference. This will show you as busy, so when other people are trying to schedule schedule a meeting with you, they can see, you know, whether or not you're busy, free, tentative, or away. So I say just leave it as busy. Make this event meaningful, add an agenda. So you can add an agenda here, and then when you click that, it adds the bullet points, or you can do that manually by clicking the bullet points, or you can change that to a numbering system, so whichever you prefer. Up here you have all the ways to change your font. I'll let you guys explore this and test it out and see what is what. Of course, highlighting, font color, etc. Increase the indent, decrease the indent. But you guys can go ahead and explore that. You can include a picture, etc. So, oh, there's even emojis there, so you can put that. So let's say for here, we're going to, this is where you would put what it is you're going to discuss or what the meeting's about. So you say, okay, we're going to review chapter 1, and then after that, we're going to take a quiz. Oops, and then after that, we will finish introductions, something along those lines. So this way, whoever you're scheduling the meeting with knows what it is you're trying to accomplish and what the meeting's about. A lot of times, especially in the business world, people are very busy and they don't want to go to meetings that they don't know what they're about or that nobody included information. So when you include information, you're more likely to get people to come to your meetings and participate. So you can add people. So I can say required up here. If you follow up here, I'm up here by people. So I can say required attendee or optional attendee. and I can say let's add a person. So let's add, let's see, I'm already there. Let's add let's see, Ramiro.Ramos at imperial.edu, and so we'll use that address to add Ramiro. And whoops, well, no, don't do that. So we'll hit enter, and then there's Ramiro. I hit enter, and then I can add more people as I see fit. And if I go up here, I can add more attendees. And then here I can use the scheduling assistant. So if you remember down here, we said show as busy, right? The scheduling assistant is really a great feature because it allows you to schedule people that are within your network. And if they're within your network, then you can see their schedule and see, okay, well, they have something busy on that day. So maybe on the time, you can see right here, it has a little block. It's kind of hard to see, but this kind of little line here looks like a little bar here. So it shows from 2:40 to 4:05, and it shows that that's a block of time. It's showing here no information. However, if I were to provide that information and be within the same network, I'm not sure why not. Maybe because this is my faculty account and this is my student account. They might not be in the same network as far as sharing information. However, this is where that information would be. So if I set my status in this account and it was viewable here, that I'm free on that day, then everybody here would see, oh, okay, this person's free. I can schedule him that day. Or they may say, oh, you know what, he's busy from 2:40 to 4:05, but he's free from 1:30 to 2:10. So, okay, I'll schedule it from 1:30 to 2:10. So just, it's a really nice feature. So make sure you take a look at that. So I'm going to say okay, or I can discard. So I'll say okay. And now that I have this meeting saved, or I have this meeting started, I can go ahead and, because I added, now this is important too. Notice I added an attendee, and because I added an attendee, I need to send it. So the save went away. But watch what happens. Keep your eyes up here. When I take this off and I remove this person, it changes it to save. So if you invite somebody, it's going to say send because you need to send the invite to that other person so they can get it in their calendar and accept it or reject it, however they want to do. However, because I haven't invited anybody yet, since I took my other email out, my other invitee out, I only have the option to save. So I can save, discard, things like that. So if I add it in, I add in a person, then that changes to send. So I'm going to go ahead and, now another thing you can do, you can discard it, of course. You can attach it. So maybe you say, I don't want to do this invite anymore, just discard it, it goes away. Maybe I want to add an attachment. I can add an attachment here. Then I can look anywhere. I can look on my computer. I can look at recent attachment, group files, OneDrive, all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to cancel that for now. I can add a Skype meeting. I can do Charm. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, that looks like icons. I can categorize it. So sometimes these are good. You can manage your categories here. Go in here and you can add a new category. Let's say I wanted to say school activity. And then I can change the color here and say, okay, I want school activities to be purple. Say okay. Now I have a school activity purple and then I have a purple category, but I can adjust those however I want. Let's say there. That puts it in the school category for me. And oh, you know what? I didn't check it, but let's check that. And then now it pops up here. So let me show you that again. If you say categorize, I'll clear categories, and then look down here. when I changed the category, I say school category, and then it added it down here, school activity. Okay, from there, I can do the visibility, either public or private, and I can even do OneNote meeting notes. So I'll show you that on the next video when we talk about Outlook. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and send this. Oh, the end date must be later than the start date. Okay, so end date 8/21. Okay, I see what it is. So we have the from date 8/21 to 2019, and then we have to 8/20/2019. So that's the day before. So we don't want that. So we need to change this, and we can change this to say, you know what, we want it every Wednesday until the end of the semester, which is the December 11th. And then now we can go ahead and hit send. And there you go. So now I have a group 240 meet for group activity. Actually, I should have put class, but either way. And then if I go and I keep going, you'll see that every Wednesday at 2:40 I have that meeting all the way until December. Okay. And then after December 11th, it's no longer there. Now, you can't see it on my phone. However, on my phone, I just received a notification that I have a group activity. So I will show you on the next video how to accept an invitation. Okay. So that's it for now. Be sure to watch the next video.